An outcry from small and independent business owners burdened with skyrocketing property taxes and struggling to survive. Now they are calling on the province to rework the tax system before the next round of bills.
Bonjour. Welcome to Le Select Bistro, Toronto.
4 decades serving the local community, and for the first time, the French bistro on Wellington Street is clinging on to life thanks to what the owner is calling an unfair, dramatic tax system.
It's killing the heart of Toronto.
Frederick Gessweiler has seen his property taxes climb from $31,000 in 2006 to $204,000 this year.
Since we moved to Wellington Street, our property tax has risen more than the most punishing stage of the Tour de France, 551%.
He predicts he'll be paying $310,000 by 2024.
The unintended effect of this assessment value is literally killing small businesses.
It's called the highest and best use test, which means the province assesses a property based on its highest market value and potential for redevelopment, not its current use. In Le Select's case, that means the value is influenced as properties around it are sold and rezoned to condos.
They charge us taxes as if we were this and not this.
Le Select is spearheading the movement against the provincial assessment, posting this video online with a petition that has garnered more than 22,000 signatures calling on the province for relief. The Minister of Finance's office tells CityNews that it has instructed MPAC, the agency responsible for assessments, to assess businesses based on their permitted land use, not on speculative ones, and MPAC has confirmed it is conforming with this direction. City Council approved a 10% cap on commercial property tax increases last year to help.
We all recognize that is not a permanent fix, but at the same time, without that essential 10% cap, there's a very good chance that hundreds of businesses would literally collapse.
The Toronto Board of Trade has been examining the effects of the assessment and says an estimated 1,100 properties have been impacted so far.
Our worry is if nothing changes, you're going to see that spike up to a much higher number.
The solution, they say, is to assess properties based on current use. Assessments take place every 4 years, with the next one in 2020, and there is hope change is coming.
We're kind of in a limbo in that I think the provincial government's paying attention.
Ahead on City News, we tell you just how important small and independent businesses are to the fabric of Toronto and just how many people they employ across the city. Earlier in the show, we told you about small and independent businesses struggling to survive thanks to skyrocketing property taxes. The city recently conducted a survey that gives us an in-depth look at just how important these businesses are to the fabric of the city. Dubbed the Main Street Survey, it looked into the key issues local businesses are facing and the types of supports that will be most helpful to them.
Some of the things that they looked at were the cost of services like waste disposal and maintenance, certainly staffing costs, which can be a struggle for businesses, especially with recent increases to minimum wage, and also changing shopping patterns and retail patterns overall, a shift towards more service-based businesses versus retail, the rise of online shopping, all of those factors kind of coming together on main streets in Toronto.
The study also found independent businesses in the retail and consumer services sector employ almost 650,000 people, or 42% of total jobs in Toronto. More than 90% of Toronto residents prefer independent businesses, and main streets are key locations for independent businesses. The last few years have seen some changes to the availability of affordable locations. 23% of the business survey respondents who rent space indicated that securing affordable space was a significant challenge impacting their business success. The city says the purpose of the survey is to identify and analyze key factors that are critical to the success of local businesses.